3. Hello there, and welcome back to another edition of Very Easy League, presented by Metal Gear Speedrunners. We have our last Week 5 matchup on tap between PlatonicGuy and Tyler2022. Commentating once again will be Joseph Joestar316, and Mayu-chan is joining this time. Take it away.
Hello, guys.
Alright, thank you so much again, D-Lines. I'm Joseph Joestar316. Mayu with commentary, so how you doing, Mayu?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really hyped for this matchup.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
And where they
really
go? We can't even
they were. Yeah, they were eager and ready to go.
Yeah,
that thing's a little crazy today, but both of these matchups are gonna be tough. Just kind of looking at the leaderboard data again. Let's see. So Platonic.
Disable a rapid fire.
That was a turbo.
Yeah,
like,
he
what the
currently
heck
has
was
the road record with a 102.55.
Enable rapid fire.
101.55, excuse me.
Well, Tyler with a 103.48, which is about a year old, so I definitely think he can get that time up.
Oh, and he missed the roll.
It's the enemy. I need help.
You instantly jinxed him.
The broadcaster's curse again.
Yeah.
I'll just take my leave.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna put him a little bit behind, but still anything can happen when it's this early.
Yeah.
So with Olga, it's gonna be which way she'll spawn and how they respond to it, as well as the shots that get that land. So I'm gonna say
one left, one right.
Yeah, I was gonna say one left, one right.
And hopefully no fatal.
Disable a
and there
rapid
we
fire.
have our left one. Let's see if she lives or not.
Oh, they
We
both got
both
them left.
left.
Okay, Platonic. Ooh, maybe getting a loop.
I've been
Nope.
with
No.
units since I was born.
And I don't think
I
Tyler's
grew
gonna
up
get
on
it
a
either.
battlefield, conflict,
Oh,
and
wait, he
victory
did.
for my parents.
Tyler didn't get
dude, that-
the loop.
Oh my god, that backup shot he did after that one
We
miss
shared
was
everything.
sick. That
Yeah.
just brought him right back in.
Enable a
Yeah,
rapid
no.
fire.
Just like that. I mean, he's just barely ahead of Platonic, and we got a race again.
Again, it's very easy. Everything can happen. Leads can change. Very quick.
I mean, getting that Olga loop and not having the cutscenes definitely saved him some time there. And Platonic getting
And
the
it
dab
worked
drop.
well out. We see a lot of stuff right at the beginning.
Just like that, Platonic is now ahead of Tyler, just barely. I mean, it's that half-second time save from the animation skip. So, not much going to be going on from here on out until Engine Room.
Yeah, they're just heading their way down the ship again.
Misdirect shot was a little bit early on Tyler's end, but, not too big of a deal. But I guess one thing to look out for here is how each runner will handle the engine room, since there's a few different ways. One being an aggressive drop for a shot on a radio, while the other one is a
Disable a rapid
drop
fire.
to one level without having to deal with a guard. Let's see, so Platonic's go for the aggressive drop, and as is Tyler, so that's to be expected.
There aren't really that much
Okay,
people
so
who go for the old school strat, which would be like going down the stairs.
Alright, so on Tyler's screen, he actually took out the guard instead of the radio. He still has a chance to get through this, so he's gonna have to time his roll a little bit cautiously here.
And he got it.
Stay on lookout for the intruder.
But he gets the cutscene
Enable a
because
rapid
it's not.
fire.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit of a time loss with that.
Disable a
That's
rapid
really the
fire.
only big difference you're getting. Doing one strat over the swag strat is that little cutscene skip. But still Platonic with a little bit of the lead. So guard rush is definitely going to be a next obstacle for both to deal with. They could definitely influence the pacing with right now Platonic ahead by like a few seconds. Platonic doing the double tap USP to M9 hold up.
The enemy's attacking.
I think
Yeah,
Tyler
well,
just doing the last minute
yeah.
shot. Oh,
And
he's
he
got
gets
the
it
alert!
out. Hopefully,
Alright. Yeah, he's got to
Okay,
be
and-
really careful that he doesn't get shot in the back trying to open this door.
yeah, he just drank the second guard, which is an even harder time loss if you get kicked if you don't take out the guard on your way to the door.
Alright, Platonic starting his guard rush, opting to go for USP full. Tyler doing the same. So both getting the guard in the back and the fourth as the follow-up. So
Enable
not a bad
rapid
guard rush
fire.
out of either one.
Yeah, really nice guard rushes out of both of them.
Alright, so still Platonic with a,
Disable
somewhat of a
rapid
little
fire.
lead.
Yeah.
So let's see how they handle hold one.
Now we see again the weirdest ladder glitch.
And it's like only Platonic does this, and it scares
Yeah.
the heck out of me. And oh no,
And-
Tyler, he didn't get the camera on. Oh, he was trying to do the one buffer camera
Yeah.
glitch.
And got it the second try.
Okay, so he's gonna go for the flick, and he gets it. Platonic making his way through hole two, so he's gonna be a little bit behind, but still there's Wow, that I can't believe what I just
Enable
witnessed out of
rapid fire.
Platonic. That was
Yeah, this is
No,
Tyler-
Oh man, hold two strikes again.
the
Man,
holes
there's just
are really they're a horrible place.
man, this is like the one part of the race where you just want to be out of here as fast as possible and
Yeah.
have nothing happen because it's just so aggravating to have something go wrong. But right now, Platonic just finishing up his pictures. Tyler's soon to be done with his. Both I don't know if Platonic did a 2-spot, but I know Tyler
No,
would do the 2-spot.
Platonic was going safer and was going for the 3-spot.
Okay. Alright, so that should be it for Tyler. Platonic getting into the plant. So he's got a little bit more of a lead. So he probably gained maybe like 10 to 15 seconds ahead of Tyler because of the continue. As well as having to like redo the ladder glitch and hold one. So maybe it's more like 15. So not really like, not really any position to like, declare like, oh yeah, it's over. But it's still gonna be a little bit tough for Tyler to, come back, but lots of things can happen in bomb defusal. Plus, you got big boss fights that really do add a lot of factor for pacing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things which can go wrong in this run. We are still only like 6 minutes into this. So everything can happen.
Now, I'm gonna say they're both gonna go for the M9. At least I know Platonic's gonna do it, which
Yeah.
is like a thing where you can
Disable
actually
a
do this
rapid
and still
fire.
have time for the, the elevator.
Yeah. For Platonic, it's also... I'm not sure if he's going for non-lethal Fatman.
I mean, I think he's definitely equipped to do it, but
Under attack.
like I think kind of knowing like how he runs the game, I think he's gonna let his pacing determine if he needs to go for it, and if he has time, he may just opt out of it for safety. Since it is a bit of a gamble to go for it and have it fall apart.
Enable
Okay, so
rapid
Tyler is
fire.
also going for M9. Alright, so that's again what I expected.
I wasn't really sure for Tyler if he would go for it. With Platonic, I was pretty
Disable
sure.
rapid fire.
I mean, Tyler's run, like I said, is only a year old on the boards, but I mean, knowing him, he definitely keeps up with like what's been going on lately, and
Enable
he can
rapid
quickly
fire.
adapt
Yeah.
to like the latest discoveries or tech that's been found.
Yeah, talking of discoveries and tech, what do you think? Will Platonic or Tyler go for the conveyor belt, or will they go for the old school running around strat? With
I mean,
bomb
I
defusal?
would say Platonic's gonna go conveyor belt. I mean, it's just within that skill set time that he's built up, and Tyler's, I mean, for different reasons,
Disable
he's
a
done the
rapid
conveyor
fire.
belt strat for dog tags, so I would almost say they both would do it. Because, like, I mean, getting on the
Enable rapid
conveyor belt
fire.
a certain way is very similar to, like, past projects of Tyler when he does dog tags on Tanker. which requires you to get on the conveyor belt. Although it's a little bit different where he does it for that, but I would say they both go for it.
Yeah, I would say Platonic will definitely go for it. He missed the first M9 shot at the guard. Yeah, but I can't really talk. I can't really say what Tyler's doing. If he will go for conveyor belt or not. But for Platonic, I'm pretty sure he will.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they both have a lot of tools to work with. Platonic being current world record holder, so I mean, he definitely knows how to, get that time up or try to crawl his way back if he needs to. Tyler, I mean, I don't know if he's been practicing conveyor route with VE. I mean, I just say he might go for it because I feel like as a runner, he's equipped to do it. But it's a matter of if, you have the confidence to do it, execute it. Platonic, not
Disable
going for
rapid
conveyor.
fire.
Okay, so that is interesting.
That's
and Tyler,
interesting.
a little bit of an early cartwheel there, so it's going to lose him some time. Okay, so Platonic is maybe playing it safe with the bomb defusal, but he may go for non-lethal Fat Man. That might be the trade-off he's considering.
But if I'm not mistaken, he was also going for the normal route for bomb defusal in his world record run. So
Tyler also going for normal routing, so that...
Enemy sighted.
I guess that's kind of like a jinx to me for doing the broadcast curse earlier. It's like, oh, well, if he says they're gonna, both go conveyor belt, we're just gonna go the opposite way.
yeah, they were just listening to you and said, nope, we're not giving him that.
Freaking BMN. But anyways, so both were gonna just go the traditional route, which is going clockwise. Going counterclockwise involves having to pick up boxes in 2 places. It allows you to warp across, parts of Shell 1 for, bomb defusal optimization. This routing is a lot easier to learn, in my opinion. It's easier to kind of, get a good idea of like how to, run the category. And then if you really want to push the limits of what you want to get out of it, then that was a really nice cartwheel on that stairs.
Yeah. We see,
Disable a rapid fire.
Tyler not going to trank the guard and getting shot there.
I mean, sometimes it's better because then you're not getting like a slow walk if you trank them early and have to walk over their body. But I mean, there is some risks to that. Like depending on how you time it, like you may get shot in the back if you're not out of range when the mayday gets called in.
Or you get kicked if you're too close.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess the nice thing about the BC connecting bridge, CD connecting bridge, or DE, some bridge. I don't know, it's a long day. Well, anyways, I mean, the nice thing about that position that you're in is that even if the guard discovers you, you're in a spot where you're unlikely to get kicked because you're coming from below. Platonic going for the pickup. Wow, really nice.
It was a really nice claimer pickup.
I was almost wondering if he was going to do it or not, but knowing him, he probably would.
I'm really scared of that one, to be fair.
I just don't like that bridge, period.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Lots of bad things can happen.
Enable a rapid fire.
Yeah, getting blown up can cost up
Disable
to
a rapid
5
fire.
seconds if I'm not...
Wow, that was really close on that M9 shot.
Yeah. But he got it.
Let's see, Tyler... Oh, he
No,
went too early! Oh, he was trying to go around and play it safe, but you gotta turn a little bit late. Oh, and he blew up the other... Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness. That is gonna make it...
I don't know if this was the curse again, because we said the bridge is a nightmare.
Well, I mean, that's why I dislike the bridge. It's just, it is very unforgiving, regardless of who runs it.
Yeah.
But what's going to be more complicated now is if Tyler does know the Claymore strat for Shell B1, he doesn't have a Claymore now to use. Because,
maybe he can pick up the other one.
I mean, he may have to go to pick up a different one if he intends to do that, but you know, losing the mine there, which is convenient to pick up,
Enable a rapid fire.
is going to make it a little bit harder to do that strat. Platonic having the mine can do it, and I would expect him to do it when he gets to
Disable
show
a
one
rapid
later.
fire.
Man, that turbo thing is really like distracting me at times. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
It's really distracting, that's true.
I still got to figure out a way to get mine to toggle, but that's a different project for another day.
Yeah,
So-
for me it's not really working with the inbuilt one. I have to look into this more. But
Because like I could get
Enable
mine to
rapid
like
fire.
activate, but I have no way to toggle it on and off, which is a big problem because then it'll be on all the time or not at all,
yeah,
as it currently stands. But Platonic getting
Disable a
to
rapid
the end of
fire.
his bomb defusal. Just got another bomb and pick up the sensor B left for him. Meanwhile, Tyler just making his way into strut B, so he's got, you know, a pace ahead of Tyler, so he's got fairly comfortable lead, but a lot of things can happen. You know, but it's gonna have to
Enable a
take
rapid fire.
some hiccups from Platonic's end to really give Tyler a chance to kind of make up some time.
or
Like
really good. What also could help would be a really good swim clit. We both know that Tyler is capable of doing it.
oh, Platonic missing the cartwheel to sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of a time loss, but yeah, there's a lot of things left in this run that could determine things, and you know, both of these guys
Disable
are very
rapid
skilled
fire.
at, you know, doing fights like the Harrier swim glitch. But before we get there, I mean, one thing that's gonna come up is gonna be fortune.
So great. Tyler's gonna pick up the sensor first.
Oh, now that is interesting. So he's getting the sensor first rather than disarming
Yeah.
the bomb.
I mean,
Yeah.
to his defense, it's not that long ago that it was found that it's like a third of a second faster to defuse the bomb first and then go for the sensor. It was King of the Bees in the VE tournament, which was held earlier this year, who was going to defuse the bomb first and then go for the sensor, and it got timed, and it's like I already said, like 1/3 of a second faster because of the codec delay you get if you do it the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be a comfort thing for Tyler. I mean, there is, I don't know, to me, no
Enable
harm in
rapid
going the
fire.
other way around. It is like a little bit of a time save if
Disable a
you...
rapid fire.
And that rapid fire thing is... it's, just it's like, you know, we're a trio of commentary with, you know, an interjection now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so... I don't know, Platonic's still got a healthy lead. But yeah, there's still like really a lot of things to go. But I mean, I've raced both of these guys in, you know, past
Enable
events
rapid
and
fire.
relays. I mean, Platonic is very scary to race. He plays,
Yeah.
you know,
who do
very
you tell that?
consistent for the most part. He knows all the
I
latest
have
strats.
I have to race him for the next week. I'm definitely not looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I mean, well, I said this earlier before the last race concluded, was I have to race both of these guys in the following weeks, where it's
Disable
Tyler,
rapid fire.
the next match for me, and then Platonic the week after. So it's kind of like, for me, I can kind of see like what both are up to, but then again, weeks go by, people can practice stuff, new things can be found, since, you know, it has been changing by the week. So Platonic getting into fortune, Tyler just finishing his last bomb, so still a little bit of a lead for Platonic, but I'm just kind of curious to see what's going to happen next after this.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty early in the run. There's still some stuff that can happen. And who knows, maybe we see a Harry hiccup, maybe we see a failed ramp. All can happen.
Yeah, I mean, aims as well can add like a little bit of variance for either run. I mean, the last run was a northwest-southeast spawns. I mean, there's just something about with me and aims where I get good spawns in practice, but in races, I either get a godly spawn northeast or just northwest default. Like, there is no other
Enable
corner.
rapid
It's
fire.
just, either bad spawn or the greatest spawn. But anyway, so
Disable
Platonic's out of
rapid
fortune.
fire.
So now we will see if Platonic will go chefless or not.
I would probably say Tyler's gonna get the chaps and Platonic's gonna opt out. Now just kind of seeing where they... Oh, no, he's gonna pick it up.
Gets them.
Wow, very nice pickup, by the way, because that is very hard to do without, like, triggering the... or tripping the mine. So he's opting to play it safe and shell 2 later.
Yeah. I don't...
Oh,
I don't
Tyler's
really...
getting memed by Fortune. Okay, now she got the barrel. I mean, that just can happen. She just, you know, her aiming at the barrel with you being there is not a guarantee.
He's pressing the codec a little bit too early.
Oh yeah, he must have had like an early call. Okay, so Platonic's still making his way over. Now, he's already picked up the mine here, so he could just move through a little bit easier, and for inconvenient reasons, Tyler's also dealt with the mine since it blew up. And
you cursed it again. You read.
Oh my god! I really ought to just leave this broadcast right now and just say, yeah, I'm not gonna say another word about mines.
It's like it was kind of convenient. You said something about the mines, and right at this moment, Tyler just tripped over it.
I feel bad right now. I mean, I just don't want to say anything about mines anymore. Like, any other races I commentate, I'm just going to keep that in the back of my head.
But it looks that like Tyler will go for the...
Oh, he got kicked by the guard. Oh, he went too early. And he got the slow walk. Okay, what's Platonic going to do? So it looks like
he's going for the new lethal setup.
Okay, so I think he's just gonna play this safe and not go non-lethal, figuring where Tyler's at.
He loses Fatman.
Oh wait, what? Oh no, he's getting hung up on the auto lock there. So a little bit of time lost there.
A little bit of time, yeah.
So he kind of just gave Tyler some time on the table there with a little bit of a kerfuffle with Fatman at the end. I mean, he did kind of fall awkwardly. Where he falls normally and then like veers off to the side if he collides with either the edge or an object. So Tyler has a chance to make up some ground here if he gets a good fit. Oh no, he carved it to the container! Oh, that movement. Oh, and he got the slow diffuse too, but he can still try to make it up with this fight, so let's see what happens here. While Platonic goes through his codex, so he's gonna go for diffuse first.
Disable a rapid fire.
So it's gonna go lethal Fatman for both. Fatman's gonna go around into the left. Oh man,
and
really unlucky for him. So yeah, he really needed that Fatman to go down to make up some time, but still. Oh, he didn't get the fast diffuse there either. So I don't know if he made up any ground between the, slow diffuses that he got on 2 of the bombs. And as well as Fatman going left.
I'm not sure if I saw this one, but...
Oh, Platonic
goes to mine!
Oh no! Oh, he's got to burn a chaff early.
Yeah, I guess he just knows.
What times?
I just had a little heart attack there when he was starting going on the bridge when the chaff wasn't going off.
Enable a rapid fire.
Oh my god. Wow, D-Lime's just pouncing on him with like, man, this is why I use D-pad. I'm guilty of the same thing. I analog that section every run, even though it's ill-advised, but I still do it anyway.
I'm just going to interrupt real quick in saying PlatonicGuy is an idiot and should always use D-pad. That is all.
Yo, what are you doing?
There you have it.
Disable a rapid fire.
There you have it from D-Line 13 himself. Use D-pad on this bridge or you get blown up. Yeah, and we see the claimer threat by Platonic.
Let's see, Tyler... Let's see, also going the same way, but... Now, he has no mine to use. So I think he's probably just gonna handle B2 for the D-Mic normally and just deal with the cutscene skips he needs to. So doing this allows the elevator to stay open. saves you a little bit of time from having to call it twice, whether if you get the fast elevator or not from calling it.
Yeah, it only saves time if you get a slow elevator, but this is getting rid of the RNG to get a fast or a slow elevator, and it's faster than a slow elevator, but slower than a fast one. And I hope I did not confuse anyone with that now.
I mean, Platonic's like method
Enable
of
rapid fire.
like holding up the guard there, I think it's like relatively new with like where you position yourself. I still find it a little bit odd.
Disable
Just
a
like how
rapid
you grab
fire.
them, but I mean it does work. Oh, and he gets a northeast
rapid
spawn.
fire.
Oh, that is gonna be really good for him, but for Tyler, he needs something just like that to just to kind of keep up with him. So at least we got.
And
Actually, no, wait. I don't think the other one got a northeast. It was northwest, southeast. So I think that was the one and only northeast. At least there was something else that happened, but yeah. Anyways, so they're almost kind of like in the same spot. Maybe they can just kind of like wave hi to each other, where it's like, hey,
Disable
I'll see
a
you in a
rapid
minute.
fire.
Oh no! Oh no! What is going on? Oh no, Tyler. Oh.
This will cost him a lot of time.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot.
Especially if the god.
Oh, he's gotta wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotta use the coolant spray to wake him up. I think maybe he figured you could just put his head up to it if he's unconscious, but it doesn't work.
To be fair, I thought it works like that as well.
I mean, he tried to get the other guard to come over as a backup, but I don't think he heard it. Alright, so while Platonic makes his way over to Shell 2, Tyler looking for his aim spawn. Not northeast. I think he's... Oh, he's right there, so southeast, so not that bad.
No, he has to think about that he does not have the AK on previous.
Yeah,
because he was going to the coolant.
Well, I think he may have swapped it to AK. I don't know if I caught it, but yeah, if his menu is off, it can mess him up on the way out of Shell 1. Wow, nice little like crawl to the door there.
Okay, he has the AK again, so he.
Oh, Platonic's going for the Platonic's going for this meme strat where the SWAT team is gonna open up the door.
It looks
saves
really
frames.
cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, but Platonic's told me that it only saves frames, but there is a risk.
That was so close.
Enable
You
a
can
rapid
get
fire.
on the elevator panel if you are in an alert state. And he did not get on the panel
Disable
right
a
away.
rapid fire.
Which...
Yeah, a little bit of a monk-ass moment, but I think he had time it. Oh, Platonic with that aggressive snipe.
Yeah, it's always gives me like a little heart attack to see that.
Enable a rapid fire.
Oh.
Okay, this time it wasn't, and he almost tripped the other one as well. But this
Well,
time
I mean,
it
technically
was
he got a
our fault.
damage cancel because he was in iframes, but okay, so Platonic's gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high damage with the +1. And it connected, so now he's gotta get 2 more die shots. And that's gonna be 1, and that's 2. Yeah, perfect fight for Platonic. So
This is
this
how
is
you
gonna
want to see this area.
Yeah, that's the kind of hero you want to get, depending on how you do it, with spacing out the shots. But for Tyler, he's gonna have to match that to again just make up some ground. Leap of faith by Platonic, and a nice cartwheel up the stairs.
He only has one chef now. He has to keep that in mind.
I think he should be fine. If I was in this position, I wouldn't be surprised if he M9 the guard on the perimeter and then chaff for Shell 2. That just seems like the better decision.
He has the chef equipped now, so I guess he will go for the he will chef on this bridge and just
Disable
get
a
shot
rapid
later
fire.
on the bridge.
Yeah, let's see what he goes for here. I would also he's gonna spend the chaff here. Okay, so that's fair.
Encounter the enemy.
And then he may just run through to the Shell 2 area. because that shaft will run out by the time he gets there. Meanwhile, Tyler taking out the sensors for his 1-2 bridge.
And did not blow up the bridge, which is pretty good. You don't want to blow up the bridge.
Yeah, you don't want anything to blow up. But we have had the engine room blow up in past races before. I don't know if we had a shell 1-2 connected. Oh no! Oh no! He missed the 5+1. Oh, he's gonna reset the room. Oh no, that is gonna really set him back. Okay, so Platonic opted just to. Oh, he got shot 3 times. He's looking back. He's like, bruh.
Enable
Bruh, you
rapid
kidding me?
fire.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High damage. Now he needs the +1 to connect. And oh no, he fired it! Oh, that is not gonna hit. That is not gonna hit. Oh, he is gonna be short. Oh my god. Yeah, so now he's gotta go for the die shot. Yeah, he's gonna be short by 1.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for him right now. You really hate to see one of these shots miss.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually done that kind of shot before where there's like a very small margin of a window where if you fire early but you don't get the red lock on, it'll try to follow the Harrier, but it will not hit. You know, it's like if you don't see the red, expect that missile to miss.
Yeah, and there's also one thing that can happen where which happens with die shots, if you kind of hit X and square at the same time, it can kind of bug out a bit, and you get
Disable a rapid
you
fire.
get the animation for your stinger, but the stinger won't actually go off. So you kind of have this little explosion in front of you, but the stinger won't fly.
Oh yeah, that happened to me in the last week's race where it ate my missile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like there's a lot of precision and timing that goes with that fight, and you know, anything from like how you start it to how you end it, you know, every little bit makes a difference. All right, nice Nikita pathing by Platonic. Meanwhile, let's see. Oh, Tyler went with the distraction on that guard, which is still fine. I mean,
Enable
you know,
rapid fire.
it's like you either use a chaff or you M9 them or do some other way of just bypassing them. Oh, that guy didn't go to the restroom before the race today.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, as long as nobody's looking.
Yeah, right. As long as nobody's looking, just go for it.
All right, so Platonic's got a very significant lead now, given all the things that just, you know, transpired in the past several minutes. So, okay, so the Cypher's spotting Tyler there. That's pretty normal, going chaffless there. But I think for Platonic, I think he's probably just gonna... If he's watching Tyler's feed and knowing just what, you know, like how the outcomes happen with the fights and everything else,
Disable a
I
rapid
would probably
fire.
say he... On the one hand, he may just go for it anyway.
I mean,
You know,
right
like
now it looks kinda in sync, but
No, it's
yeah, it looks like it if you're just like
it's in sync
through.
for different reasons.
Yeah.
You know, like one is getting the Nikita and one has already gotten the Nikita.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
So
actually
one-
funny how synced it is like
Yeah.
this. I mean, he turned turbo on going in, so I think he may swim glitch it anyway. Yeah, he's going for it.
Go for it.
Okay, so that doesn't surprise me, honestly, because I feel like he, you know, again, in races coming up, and oh no, he didn't, oh, he messed it up. Oh, he's gonna try to go for it again. So what you gotta do is you gotta swim on a very specific angle of this wall, which will get you out of bounds of the water while swimming in air. And then you gotta go for several attempts to get enough height. So that's gonna be 3 cycles, and if you get just high enough, you'll reach right in that hole in the ceiling.
3.5 after failing the first one.
Yeah, so that puts time on the table for Tyler if he also goes for it, which he may have to anyway.
Enable a rapid fire.
Yeah.
So now coming
Disable
up
a
for
rapid
Platonic
fire.
is Vamp. Nicely done,
Enable a
spaced
rapid
out the
fire.
shots. You know, because if you fire too fast, whether with or without turbo, enabled, it'll allow Vamp to gain iframes where he goes underneath the water and, you know, possibly lose a lot of time depending on how fast he gets back up. But still, nice and easy for him as he makes his way over to Emma.
Oh yeah. Following is the favorite section of every VE runner.
Yeah, I mean, I said this in the last race, but like when you get to this part of the run, including sniping, it's kind of like a breather moment. You can kind of recollect your thoughts. You know, things happen in the race all the time, whether if it's good or bad. And, you know, it's a nice point to kind of like breathe. You know, because it's very fast paced for VE. And then when you get to sniping, it kind of slows down a little bit, but not where you could just go AFK, but, you know, to the point where you can actually kind of relax.
Relax for a bit, get a sip of your drink.
Draw smiley faces on the wall with your gun. You know, I mean, there's a lot to do.
I actually did it this week just for you, because I knew you were commentating. I was like, okay, I have to do this now.
And I appreciate you doing that, because I did see it. I mean, I think there was a smiley face out of both. With then Plywood spelling what was the first part of his name. I couldn't really read it at first, and Tyler having a little bit of trouble getting that button.
Disable rapid fire.
Yeah, the buttons are tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, the timing can definitely be a little bit awkward at times, especially like if your turns aren't on point. So, like for Tyler, I would expect him to go for it. No, he's opting out. Okay, that's actually surprising.
Oh yeah, I'm really surprised by that as well. Because...
You know, I mean, he knows how to do the swim glitch, but then again, you know, Platonic, when he went for the swim glitch, he had multiple attempts and he failed it, so he's gonna come out negative in terms of his pacing because he has to open this door, whereas Tyler will not. So maybe knowing what he had seen, he could be trying to use that as an IGT game where he will not lose time, because ideally, if you get a perfect swim glitch where you get one attempt to get up into the ceiling and one attempt only, you'll gain time on the front end but lose partial time on the back end because of the door. So
I guess it's like
I think it's a net of like 12 to 15 seconds if you get a one-cycle swim glitch, including a time loss for opening the door, whereas a normal swim will not have to consider that.
And
right,
nice
vamp
by
Tyler.
Yeah, what I wanted to say, I guess it's even more. I'm not really sure about the times anymore, but I guess all in all, it's like an 18-second time save.
Yeah, I think it's 18 seconds on like the base end of it, but you also lose some on the back end because you have to open up the door.
Yeah.
At least I think that's how the math works out.
Maybe we will get
but
a
I still
little
think
confirmation. 18 net if you want cycle.
Average is 12.
Average is
okay,
12.
So it's, you know, but I guess the point is, it's just, you know, with what Platonic did, I mean, he's not going to get any of that. You know, which again, for where he's at in the run, I mean, it still favors them. Maybe 20 if perfect. See, now the turbo's being in use for some of this stuff, that's actually interesting, especially with the turbo being involved with like the swimming input of it. Nice little Emma bump. Of course, if D-Limes would chime in, it's don't do the Emma bump on HD collection, and I know he's gonna stare intensely at me because I do it anyway.
The virtual stare is right at you.
Don't do that, Joe.
It's time save, man. Wow, we both had the same idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so Platonic coming up to the Strudel section, getting into Emma sniping, while Tyler making his way through Shell 2, getting Emma out. So at this point, the run doesn't really kind of, you know, slow down for, you know, the entirety, but for just a little while.
Fire.
For like 5 minutes, it slows down.
Yeah, I mean, because like the one nice thing about VE sniping is you don't have to worry things about like shaky aim management, you know, petazamines and, you know, mines to clear out. It's just you, the sniper, and, you know, just a bunch of guards and ciphers to take out.
And Emma not fallen.
Yeah, you don't want Emma to fall. I mean, I've definitely lost runs on European Extreme just from, you know, losing time like that.
Enable a rapid fire.
And our third commentator is jumping in again, telling us that Platonic once again used his rapid fire.
Yeah, yeah. The rapid fire is just keeping us
Disable
up
a
to
rapid
date.
fire.
So what Platonic is gonna do here is just pick up some ammo as well as the thermals. I mean, I guess for memes, but anyways, the more important
Enable
thing is he's
rapid
keeping himself situated in this position so that he minimizes the risk of not allowing him to fall.
Wait, he's using the rapid fire right now.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble handling that thing. There he goes. And the thing is like a beast. I mean, you let it loose, and gotta get the reins on it. If you want to be able to use it. Okay, there he goes. So, D-Lame's confirmed fourth commentator.
Yeah.
Inferior enabling rapid fire lady. Oh man, those are some fighting words from B-Man.
It's pretty weird that the sniper rifle doesn't have a fire rate limit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they ever, it could just be like, this game was designed back in, 2001, and, the idea of having, any kind of realistic fire capacity where you could machine gun it just maybe was never considered. Because, like, if you think about it, too, like, there's not really recoil. There's a little bit of a camera shake, but, like, in other games, such as MGS4, you would have, like, recoil if you try to spam it.
Yeah, imagine this in real life, like having your sniper rifle and just spamming out these shots. The recoil will burst you so hard.
I don't know, man. To me, it would be no longer a sniper rifle, but just like a mace shift, like, light machine gun.
A heavy machine gun.
Custom retrofitted machine gun.
A long-range heavy machine gun.
Alright, so at this point, once Emma gets onto the first bridge, and then makes her way over to the second, not a whole lot going on. There's kind of a lull where, ciphers or guards do not spawn in. So it's kind of like a little temporary break.
Yeah, again, take a sip of your drink. Maybe if you have some little snacks, take one of these. Platonic is shooting the birds because he has nothing to do. You can also do that. I would not recommend it, but if you want to do it, you do you.
I approve of what Platonic's doing.
I don't. And I guess I'm like one of the only persons who does not want to kill the birds.
Hey man, the seagulls are jerks, alright man? Whatever happens, it's like, oopsie.
But these aren't the same seagulls. I mean, I understand the hate on the connecting bridge.
Disable
Oh
rapid
yeah,
fire.
I don't
Enable
get
a
along
rapid
with
fire.
those seagulls
Disable
very
a
well.
rapid fire.
Yeah, but these aren't the same seagulls.
I don't know, I'll kind of play the world's smallest violin. Platonic's having fun toggling the rapid fire.
Tyler having trouble shooting the seagull. Maybe they're listening in. I don't think so, but maybe they're listening in and are like, okay, I have to kill the seagulls now just because she doesn't want to.
No, I think maybe it's just a force of habit.
Watch where you're aiming.
Yeah, Platonic's just trolling Snake.
Watch where you're aiming.
Yeah, at this call, which time is again right now, normally the Colonel and Rose would be really mad at you. Be like, are you really happy abusing helpless animals? You're a monster.
Yeah, there's a lot of mean codecs you can get throughout the
Dessert.
game. Yeah. Yeah, one where Rose just basically, gives you the cold shoulder for the rest of the game.
Yeah, is it if you call her several times without
Enable a
saving?
rapid fire.
Where she just refuses to save the game for you anymore?
Yeah, it says I will not save your game or something like that. It's just really hilarious.
Yeah. He did not hit the cipher. No.
Yeah, so with Platonic's side coming up, he's going to be, without a doubt, going Turbo PSG1 for Vamp 2. If you aim it just right without zooming, you could still get a quick kill before, blink of an eye. I struggle to do it with or without the turbo. I mean, I just can't get the no zoom aiming at the right adjustment.
Same.
So here he goes. And just like that, Vamp is dead. So Tyler definitely probably going to do the same thing since he's also showing off his turbo shooting skills. But on another note, I mean, when it comes to like that kind of fast inputs, I mean, Tyler is a really
Disable
exceptional
rapid
master.
fire.
Just like in other games for either European Extreme runs, big boss runs, whatever. I mean, same with Twin Snakes, which is another game that he tends to do. And on a separate note, it's actually a run that's got accepted into AGDQ 2021, which is Twin Snakes Extreme all dog tags. So definitely shout outs to Tyler, for, submitting the game and then, for getting it accepted since it's never been done before for a dog tags run. But meanwhile, Platonic's getting into Shell 1 for Arsenal.
And gets a nice car wheel again. I really like these as the cartwheels up the stairs.
Enable a rapid fire.
Yeah, those are harder than it looks. I mean, there's like a specific spot where you gotta time it just right. And if you're too early, you topple over. If you're too late, you could also not really topple over, but you won't get the same benefit.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
I mean, for this one,
Jack
which
the
Platonic
Ripper?
just did, I guess it's even, if you're too early, you will cartwheel kind of into the wall. And if you're a bit too late, you will just faceplant.
You know this fellow?
It's kind of fun to look at, to be fair.
You've grown.
But you don't want it to happen.
High concentration.
Okay, I'm just gonna step aside for just 1 minute, but I'll be right
your
back.
memory too?
Oh, don't worry, nobody was harmed in the choking sequences of this run, but I'll be right
Disable
back.
enable a rapid fire.
Yeah, and so, yeah. I guess the rapid fire lady also wanted to say something to that.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen.
Tyler
I'll see you
clearing the
whenever
last
you want.
cipher of the
Brace
sniping
yourself.
section. Now I guess he would just like troll around with Snake a bit more, while Platonic gets hit by Olga. Now he's calling Rose. They have like this is like one of my favorite codecs in the whole game, which is just okay. Tyler opting for the headshot and not quite getting it, so that lost a little bit of time. But even if you lose time at Ramp 2, it's still extremely fast to do. And Platonic heading into Jejunum. It's a really hard room because you don't have any of your equipment.
Disable a rapid fire.
Rolling into the guard. Getting over the Jejunum gap. Nice. The Jejunum gap can lose up to 30 seconds if you're really unlucky. And it can make
Enable
you
rapid
lose a
fire.
race by 2 seconds. I heard of someone that happened before. Don't want to drop names for that, but I heard of someone who did. Tyler emptied out his AK and now he can't shoot the last cipher. And he falls through the bridge. This will cost him, this can cost up to like 45 seconds because he gets set back all the way to where the timer started, which is right after the second ramp fight. This is a continue you definitely do not want to take at all.
Okay, so I'm back.
You missed Tyler falling through the bridge.
Oh, he fell through the hole? Oh, no.
Yeah, he emptied out his AK too early and couldn't shoot the second cipher.
Oh man, that is. I mean, it's unfortunate. I would also admit, like, I've had stuff like that happen to me. I mean, it's actually
Yeah,
happened to other runs throughout the
it
league.
happened. It happened to a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think even before I stepped aside, it was going to be fairly difficult for Tyler to make up some time here. But if he fell through, which puts you back, as I'm sure maybe you mentioned it already, it puts
Yeah,
you back to the sealed tight door rather than the EF connecting bridge room. So it's like you lose double, more than just falling through.
Disable a rapid fire.
but Platonic had a really nice addendum on the other side. And did not fall through the gap and losing 30 seconds.
Okay, so he's going through Tengu 1, just taking out the guards he needs to, including those last two, with a punch kick through the door. Nicely done.
Enable a rapid fire. Disable a
And-
rapid fire.
He's going through his codex with rapid fire again. The nice lady, let us know. And Platonic going for the older setup for Tango 2, which is standing in the middle and just getting your stingers up into the store. You don't directly try to hit the tangles with that one. You rather try to hit the ceiling of the little room where they are coming from.
Yeah, like there's a different setup where you go in the upper half of the room, which gives you a little more favorability for the missile pathing and less likelihood that the Tengus would jump over the railing if the Stinger doesn't attack it soon enough.
Enable a rapid fire.
Yeah, just giving Snake a little congratulatory tackle.
The S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea.
Okay, so Tyler getting the alert on Jujena, but he still made the gap on the bridge, so he'll still make it through, but he'll lose a little bit of time just with all the gunfire that he's sustaining.
S3 stands for
But not bad. Good recovery.
Simulation.
Yeah, really good.
It's a development program.
And Clancy also did not fall through the gap.
Snake, the perfect warrior.
Once again, it can
The result
lose
is
a bit of
Foxhound
time
commando.
if you
When
fall
Foxhound
through the
no
gap.
longer exists, a
Yeah,
simulated
it's
solid
if you fall
snake
through the
shaped
gap
by
without an
geometry.
alert or even with one,
Sound like
it's
someone you
you know it's like a 25-second.
I'm sorry, this
Yeah.
was produced
And,
by one of the
you know,
Patriots'
Up to,
puppets.
I mean, normally it's
But I've
like
made
20
use of
seconds.
it.
If you're really
And
unlucky, up to
planned
30.
Solid Snake's sudden appearance.
And it can,
Yeah,
like,
if the race is
It
tight
was obvious
and
the
one
Patriots
falls
were
through and the other
among my
does
ranks.
not, it's effectively a run under.
yeah,
and
and it can lose your race by a few seconds then.
Bait. Those days during the Civil War. was
So
real.
Tyler got his blade, now he's joking around with Snake a bit.
You ran from it, and now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
And Platonic also practicing those power squats.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see Platonic go for. Oh no, he missed the other one. Oh, he missed the like he was trying to go for middle, right, and left, which is a little bit faster than going middle, left, and then the right ray, which jumps on stage. But he hit the knee on the
Are
open
you
mouth
awake
shot.
yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is
But
corrupt
even
beyond
with that
repair. I admit
miss,
that I
I
underestimated.
mean, it's still way beyond like Tyler's pacing. I mean, he's just too far ahead. Which will go to IGT either way.
Instead, my
But I mean, this is definitely, way out of range. Ooh, Tyler making it through the first group without being hit. I mean, there is
That's
a
really
way
good.
to do it. I mean, it'll save you a little bit of time just from the shot you sustain. But really nicely done Tango 1 on Tyler's end.
Yeah,
It's not him.
getting
I
through the
want the
door
answers
without any
from.
problem.
So as he gets through to start Tengu 2, Platonic's just going through his last bit of codex and cutscenes to then start the Solidus fight. Ooh, a little of them missing
Oh,
that stinger there.
Tyler. Yeah, but Tyler also going for the older setup and just spamming his. He lost quite a bit of health there. Maybe from his strolling around with Snake. I don't know if you gave it the life refill after that. Because
I mean, even if he takes damage here, you would have to take
Disable
a lot
rapid
for
fire.
like an outright, KO to happen. Plus, I think you might even have rations at this point. I don't even remember exactly because
I have no clue.
they rarely ever get used. So Platonic is starting and now getting Solidus into phase 2. So opting to not go for a shorter zip. I mean, maybe he's trying to position him a certain way. Plus, again, with his pacing, he has a lot of time to work with.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he's going to go for a parry, or if he's just going to go for a block and play it safe. No, he's blocking. No? Oh, he is going to parry.
He parried.
Okay, I thought it looked like he was blocking. Maybe he was just doing that to, like, position himself. And then it's time for PlatonicGuy.
GG. It was a really nice run of him. Of course,
Do you remember this
little
place?
hiccups, but nothing
course.
really
This
bad
is where we first
happening.
met.
I think really the only big
I remember
thing
now.
was the EF bridge mine.
Today is the day
You know,
Yeah.
and
I met
that's
you.
one thing, you hate to see happen to
That's it.
anybody, but
Yeah.
I'm sure D-Limes was, he was definitely kind of chuckling at that one.
I guess so.
I mean, when the competition gets, this fierce, I mean, it happens, but I mean, we all appreciate the run at the end of the day for one reason or another. But I mean, plus, I mean, it's kind of like it's just a little like fun camaraderie between runners.
What?
But I mean, it was actually it was the mine and the swim glitch. I think were really kind of
Are
some
you
of
talking
the
about the baby?
not really the downfalls, but like where I think he lost chunks of time.
Yeah, I
Especially
guess
the swim
it was
glitch.
the biggest time loss of the run.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise he played a fairly good tanker.
What kind of
Good
things?
bomb defusal. Even though he didn't go the conveyor belt strat. His Fatman was a little sketchy. I think that was just because of the rapid fire and then auto locking wasn't really targeting Fatman.
Together.
Yeah,
Is
his
that
Fatman fell in a
proposal?
weird way.
Yeah, like it was sideways, but I mean, definitely not anywhere near PB pace for him. I mean, since he holds the record at the moment, but still a good run. Just with
Yeah.
some time losses here and there.
Any predictions for time on Platonic's end?
Well, his is like a 101.50 something, right? And with all the stuff that happened, it's probably got to be like. I mean, he lost a lot of time to swim glitch, so I'm gonna say like 102.30,
Yeah,
something
to be
like
fair,
that.
was my guess to like 102 to 30.
At the stars and the sky up above and think
I mean, he did good a God aim spawn, whereas Tyler got southeast, but I mean, he did lose time just from trying to attempt the swim glitch and, having
Yeah,
to
he
redo it.
definitely did.
am I
So D-Limes is calling it as a 102.54, and until Tyler actually finishes his fight with Solidus coming up as a 105.43. Go kick him in the nuts. Kick him in the nut. I was hoping that would get segmented in. Alright, so Tyler. Always. Okay, so Tyler with Solidus. Just. Oh, missed the stab. Oh, he's. Yeah, he had to do a little bit of extra work, and he's gonna zip away because he's not in phase 2 yet. Alright, so good block on the tentacle armor thing there. I don't know what attack you would call it, but yeah, he's gonna lose time for that. Alright, so he may go for a parry. I don't know if he will. He may just block it just to be done with it after all that's happened in this run. Oh no, looks like he's gonna parry. Oh, he did.
Oh, really nice parry. Let's
Alright,
see if he
gonna-
can also get the second one.
And he did, both of them.
And
Okay, time for
there
Tyler.
we go.
So a little bit, little janky on the slashes, but GG to both runs.
The slashes can be a bit weird sometimes if he like ducks and you are not doing like, and you are like doing just from left to right and vice versa. It's like, sometimes it's weird, he kind of dodges your slashes with that.
Oh my god, Tyler.
I don't know which is worse, Tyler's comment or Tino's comment.
Tino's by far. Like, that's not even debatable. Wow.
Oh
No! I only have one reaction to that.
Well, while I questionably, you know, ponder what's happening in the Discord chat, as far as the runs, yeah, I would probably say for Platonic, it's like the 102.30 range, and for Tyler, with the continue, later in the run, like 105, like 50. You know, like those are my guesses. I mean, I don't know, they don't really amount to much because I just really guess. I mean, D-Lines has got it down to a science. I mean, he usually gets it pretty close. I'm just like, yeah, I think it might be this, and it's like, oh, wow, wasn't as bad as I thought. Or it's like, oh, I think it's this, and it's like, damn, that wasn't even close.
I mean, I watched probably 10% of this race since I was busy doing stuff. I'm just pulling times out of my ass, so I don't know.
Yeah, I guess a 102.30 for Platonic and 105.40 for Tyler.
I don't know, getting hit by those claymores on EF, like, that costs like 77 minutes, so I don't know. Like, that's why you use D-pad there.
Always use D-pad, kids.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely have to mute one game feed now because like double audio from the sun. So any
Wait,
we have a stream pause.
Rip Platonic pause. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
He just pressed a bit of print screen there, I guess.
Yeah, he clicked out for reply to something somewhere else.
Yeah, it only happens if you like minimize your window. So any final thoughts on the week, on this race, while we are here?
Just from what I've seen today, I mean, you know, like I said, it's just good to see races like this, and, you know, sometimes people just, you know, have a great day, a medium kind of day, and then sometimes runs just kind of really get away from you. I mean, like I said in the last race, I've been on both sides of outcomes like this, where a race was awesome, PB pace, even exceeding it. Other times, you know, one thing tends to happen, and then it just kind of snowballs into other mistakes, and Platonic meet me with that goddamn toggling again.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, our third commentator is back.
And that is definitely going to be a meme going forward.
Yeah.
But no, you know, like, to kind of finish, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's, you know, there's still plenty of weeks to go with this league, and, you know, I just look forward to more races in the future.
Yeah, I definitely do, but to be fair, I don't look forward to my next one.
You'll do just fine.
I mean, I kind of look forward to it, but on the other side, it's like, I'm scared of him. I'm really scared of racing him.
You got a quick turnaround too. You got that tomorrow.
Yeah, this is what I'm scared of. Back-to-back races against really strong players. I mean, like, all of my upcoming weeks are really hard races.
I mean, sometimes it's like you just gotta dig in with what you got, and just disregard like really who you're racing, because that's usually a lot of times how you convince yourself that it's already a loss before it begins.
No, I don't really try to convince myself that it's a loss or something. And even if I'm like that, I'm still having fun with it all. And this is the main thing about that.
Like, it's what I try to tell people if they ever want to get into speedrunning, whether if it's comparing against yourself or if you're racing someone else in an event such as this, is, really it's, you could be like your own worst critic, and you don't want to jinx yourself like going into a race.
What did I say? What did I say?
I think you did.
What did I say
Wait,
on the second?
102.54.
Seriously?
You called it.
Wow.
Really now?
I think
Literally
I said 102.50, but you got it down to the second.
That was just a pure guess. Pure guess. Like,
of course, pure guess. He sent you his.
Platonic.
He sent you his.
What the fuck? How did?
I have no. I watched like 5% of this race. Like, I don't know.
Like, do you have live split installed on my computer?
Yeah, this is what I was just saying.
That's so funny. That's ridiculous. If I get Tyler's, I'm done. I retire.
You play this too much.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Good time though.
Yeah,
well, it was because you got blown off on EF. Yeah. So like, no.
As soon as it happened, I was like, "I'm just gonna enjoy this."
Oh. Are we switching to D-pad now?
No. That I'm gonna pretend that was just because I'm tired. It was a one-off thing.
Oh,
whatever.
Whatever. I don't want to hear it.
It's a 102.54 plywood, as D-Limes
he can't
perfectly guessed it. Oh yeah, he's not in the chat room. I thought he was. Give me a break, Tino. You tried commentating 2 races back to back on short notice, and see if awareness goes out the window, which it did for me.
It happens.
Like, this is my brain right now. Just like, people leave. Yep, I'm gone.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm adult. Yeah, but to be fair, my brain isn't any better. It's late, okay? So my brain just does the same. And I kinda have the feeling I walk up Apache. Not sure, but I kinda have the feeling.
No, I think he's just got that sixth sense where it's like, if he knows there's a race happening and he just instinctively gets up, he's like, "Oh, I gotta watch this race."
No, he isn't even in the channel. He just started typing in VoIP.
And just a little longer on the credits.
Is my stream paused?
It is, technically, but you're just at a score screen, so it doesn't really matter.
Just enjoying the music on Tyler's stream.
I mean, I get the turbo thing, but that was still a weird 102.
A 102 without a 102.
I mean, you were there with the 102.59, where I lost 30 seconds in hole 3.
Yep.
How did you lose 30 seconds in hole 3?
I went for 2 spots. I messed it up, so I went back and took every other photo.
This is why you were going for the 3 spot there, I guess.
I know. I always go for 3 spot in these races.
All right, Tyler so coming up on his now. What did I say? That a 105?
I think you said 105.43. I think I said 105.50.
I said 105.40.
Wow, way off.
Thanks. Yeah.
You suck, Limes.
And before Limes comes back with, "Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, who tripped on the EF connector bridge again?
Right. D-pad is king, so get wrecked.
But you know what, Platonic? I'm there with you. I'm the analog life. I'm still gonna do it, even if I trip it in, the next race coming up for me. No regrets.
I mean, I have no problem with you doing it in the race against me. I could use any mistake you do.
But I think that will close it out for today, Limes?
Yep, that will do it for this Discord race. That is the conclusion of week 5, and hope all of you watching have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are around the world, and we will catch you for the next one.